Stephen Robbins here with DownlineFactory.com. Let's talk about 3 ways to crush objections in network marketing. You know, everybody gets objections, whether you're doing prospecting the old way or prospecting 2.0 the new way. Even if you're using some of the most modern tools, there's always some kind of objections that come up. And I want to walk you through really 3 simple ways to kind of eliminate those, or at least minimize them in your business so you don't have to handle them like you used to, where you had to learn those fancy scripts or those special tactics to kind of work around objections or flip around on people, all that stuff that really works and can work really well, but it's a pretty steep learning curve, especially if you're somebody struggling with like fear or any kind of self-esteem issues. It can be really intimidating. So the first thing I want you to think about when we're talking about objections is your source of traffic. Where are you getting your leads? Where are your prospects coming from? If you go to one of those lead vendors online where they're selling you a list of names and numbers of people who said they want to learn more about making money working from home, you really run into so many different problems right then and there. And this is actually the source of so many people's objections, because a lot of those, you may not know, they're incentivized by a free gift. Sometimes they're put into like a raffle or all kinds of stuff that are not necessarily, hey, put your information in here to learn more about working from home. Or it's kind of misleading where it's like, hey, put your information here to see how you can go from, $0 a month to living on the beach, drinking margaritas every day in the next 30 days. Things that are completely unrealistic, that are like almost impossible to like live up to that expectation. So when you're really getting a good lead source, think about where you're going for that. Are you just purchasing leads of people who just want a free handout or a shortcut that is totally unrealistic? Are you bugging friends and family, people who just may not be interested to begin with, and you're just trying to like bend and contort them into your business opportunity pitch? Where are they coming from? Are they coming from a Facebook group? Are you spamming your Facebook? Are you just trying to get people in any way possible? So really think about the source, because what happens is if somebody comes with one set of expectations and you deliver a different set of expectations, there's your first disconnect. There's your first objection. Maybe they'll say no the second you say who you are, or maybe if they're going to a page on your website, they'll click away in the first 2 seconds, or lots of different things where they, in their mind, determine this is not for me. I am not interested. I have no idea why this page is here because they told me one thing and they're delivering another. So really consider your source. If you have a bad source, that's going to be your first source of objections. All right. The next place that we're going to crush objections is the message. This kind of goes hand in hand. Are you conveying the right information? Are you using the right words? Are you using the right language to pull somebody into the next step, whether it's over the phone or over a Zoom call, right? Or over like a Facebook group or a funnel page? Are you using the right language for the right person? If you've got the right source of somebody that you know is interested in either your brand or your business or your product line, and you're using the right words, usually words that they already use, that are already in their vocabulary, or words that you find in things like reviews for things in your category of your products or your business opportunity, or things that kind of capture what they're already looking for, or that solve a problem that they deal with every single day, or that make something easier and faster. You're using the right kind of words to get people to the next step. Because if you're just telling people, look, you want to join my opportunity, you want to invest in my business, all these different things that you could say that people try to say that just don't work. They're terrible scripts. They're terrible things to say. They turn people off so fast. So even if you had the right source of traffic, the right people coming to your pitch, basically, but you have the wrong words, you're saying all the wrong stuff, you're turning them off by the message that you're putting out, they might be great here, they might have no objection here, but then they get here and they don't want to have anything to do with what you're throwing down. So make sure you've got the right messaging. If you're kind of building a brand for your prospecting, make sure you're kind of congruent with that brand. So example, if you are attracting like people who want to be healthier, make sure you're using that kind of wording, talking about wellness and health and how to be fit and active and better energy, all those different buzzwords and terms that people use on a regular basis in the right way, to stay consistent with why they came. Because again, if you have a disconnect between who they are why they came, and what you're actually giving them, they're going to give you so many objections here. And a lot of times an objection is just not answering the phone, or hanging up on you, or clicking off your page, or leaving your Facebook group, or opting out of your emails. All these different things are forms of objections. And then the last one is the offer. So if you're trying to get somebody to take a look at your business or your product line, or maybe you're just selling them something that will eventually lead to those things, make sure you have a really good solid offer, because you can actually answer a lot of the objections in this step. For example, if you're promoting, maybe you're let's say you're promoting an essential oil, right? That'd be a great example. You can actually use your offer to handle their objections. If you're promoting a course or a video opt-in, or pitching them on joining your business or becoming your customer, a lot of questions come up, a lot of objections come up, or reasons that people don't want to take the next step. And you can handle those things in your offer. You can say, look, if you become my customer today, I'll give you, how do I write this? Bonus A. And that might answer their objection on, well, I don't really know how to use essential oils. Well, that's cool. We got it covered for you. We're going to send you this little guide on how to use the most basic 3 or 5 essential oils, right? And then maybe their other question is, these oils are way too much for what I want to pay. I can get the same ones at the store down the street. You know what I mean? It'd be like, I totally understand, but when you get my oils, I'm actually going to throw this in that'll actually help you understand why you cannot buy diluted oils or generic brand oils, different things like that. Where you can handle the objections. You can say the top, I'm going to give you the top 3 reasons. That was so hard to open. Top 3 reasons why getting your oils from XYZ store can actually harm your body. So when they say, I don't want to spend that much money, you could say, well, look, in my offer, I talk exactly why if you don't spend this amount of money, you're making a big mistake. And you could do different kind of tricks like that, where if they do the step that you want them to take, you're going to give them this bonus. You're going to give them this bonus. You can walk them through those things. And you have this ready before they even get here. So if you've got the right traffic source of people who are already interested in the topic that you're talking about to get their attention, you've already handled half the objections here. And then if you get the messaging right for the right kind of person, that bridges the gap between where they came from and where you want to get them, then you handled a lot of the objections right here as well. And then the rest of the objections get covered in your offer. So those are 3 really simple ways to make sure that you can really crush objections in network marketing. Is make sure you have the right source. Make sure you're looking for the right people who are interested in what you're offering. Secondly, make sure your message is not only consistent throughout your whole process, but it's something that they understand, that they want, that will help them solve problems, get things done faster. And then third, make sure your offer handles some of those additional objections that may not have been handled up here, or are just extra things that they would want. If you have essential oil A and essential oil B and they're exactly the same, or let's say they're looking at rep A from company XYZ and rep B from company XYZ, what's the difference between going to them and going to you? But if you have a good offer, you've got leverage over the competition, right? So you actually say, if you buy my oil, you get XYZ, but if you get theirs, all you're getting is the oil. Plus, I'm not going anywhere. I'm going to help you out and teach you anyway. So you can use those things to crush eliminations in network or objections in network marketing, and really just start getting much better results and start talking to way higher quality people at the closing step in your business. Oh, by the way, if you have not gone through my free course, go to downlinefactory.com/PSE. It's called Prospecting Secrets Exposed. You're going to learn a lot about what some of the professional top enrollers are using today to pull people through these processes much quicker, much easier, much more strategically. And you're going to learn how you can actually beat the really sad statistics in network marketing that feel like they're working so much against us every single day, where it looks like so many people fail. But how is that small percentage actually succeeding and getting